When it comes to the best number 9 of the last 10 years, it's impossible not to bring Lewandowski versus Benzema into the conversation. But the big question is, who truly deserves the title of the best number 9? Is it Lewandowski, with his phenomenal finishing ability during his Bayern Munich years? Or Benzema, who has consistently delivered in clutch moments, especially during Real Madrid's recent Champions League triumphs? Both have had stellar careers, boasting impressive numbers and historic achievements. However, when you compare them side by side, who really stands out? Is it the sheer volume of trophies that makes the difference? Or is it the ability to rise in decisive moments that gives one the edge? Today, I'll break down the stats and decisive moments of Lewandowski versus Benzema, so you can draw your own conclusions. But who truly deserves the crown as the best number 9 of the last decade? Stay tuned until the end to find out. And before we dive in, make sure to check if your notification bell is activated, so you won't miss any of the amazing content coming your way. Now let's begin the analysis of Robert Lewandowski, one of the greatest strikers in football history, and understand what makes him a true legend. When we talk about Lewandowski versus Benzema, it's impossible not to notice that Lewandowski has built a career that is practically a machine of impressive numbers and historic achievements. Robert Lewandowski has had an unquestionably successful trajectory, particularly after his move to Bayern Munich in 2014. Since then, he became a true attacking reference, breaking records and being one of the club's all-time top scorers. One of his greatest achievements came in the historic 2020 season, when he scored 55 goals in 47 games, leading Bayern Munich to the treble, the Bundesliga, the Champions League, and the German Cup. This feat not only consolidated his status as the best striker in the world, but also earned him the FIFA the Best award for the best player in the world. When we look at Lewandowski's statistics, we see that he is not just a goal scorer, but a true results machine. During his time at Bayern, he shattered numerous scoring records, including the record for goals in a single Bundesliga season, where he scored an incredible 41 goals, breaking Gerd Muller's record that stood for decades. In the Lewandowski versus Benzema comparison, in terms of numbers, this achievement is undoubtedly remarkable. Moreover, his finishing ability is extraordinary, standing out in both aerial play and with his feet. He is a complete striker, capable of scoring goals from any position, whether inside or outside the box. This makes him one of the most feared players in world football. Now tell me, what is your favorite Lewandowski moment? Was it that impossible goal? Or perhaps the way he leads the attack with such class? I want to hear your opinion because this analysis between these two football legends is just getting started. Lewandowski is not just a goal scorer, but also a winner. Alongside his impressive statistics, he has accumulated titles that few players achieve in their careers. As mentioned before, the 2020 treble was perhaps his greatest feat, but he also won multiple editions of the Bundesliga, always serving as the team's pillar in their title pursuits. His ability to remain at the top of the Bundesliga for so many seasons is proof of his consistency and quality. Additionally, Lewandowski played a crucial role for Bayern Munich during their victorious UEFA Champions League campaigns. His performance in 2020, when Bayern lifted the Champions League trophy, remains a historic milestone for the club. Lewandowski versus Benzema, at this point, becomes an interesting comparison, as both have Champions League titles under their belts. But the way Lewandowski shined in that season, especially with his leadership and decisive goals, was truly memorable. Lewandowski has never had a season where his form dropped. He is always among the top scorers and standout players in any competition he participates in. Unlike some other strikers, Lewandowski also stands out for his leadership. He was the leader of Bayern, always serving as the reference point on the pitch. His precision and ability to deliver in key moments are impressive. He is known for scoring in decisive matches, such as the famous Champions League clash against Barcelona in 2020. Lewandowski not only breaks goal-scoring records but also records for assists and appearances. He has remained relevant and at the top for many years. One of Lewandowski's greatest accomplishments was winning the FIFA Best Player of the Year award in 2020, a well-deserved recognition since he dominated virtually all competitions that year. Furthermore, the Polish striker has shined in awards such as Best Player of the Bundesliga on multiple occasions and has been included in the ideal teams of international tournaments. If you're enjoying this journey through Robert Lewandowski's incredible career, hit that like button now. It helps the channel keep bringing detailed content like this for you. Your support makes all the difference. But what also deserves mention is his UEFA Best Forward award and his multiple nominations for the Ballon d'Or over the years. Although the 2020 award was controversial due to the pandemic, Lewandowski was, without a doubt, one of the biggest names in world football that season, outperforming himself with every match. Now, Lewandowski is in a new phase of his career, playing for FC Barcelona, where he is still seen as an essential piece and a leader in the team's attack. His achievements at Bayern will be hard to surpass, but his adaptation to the new club and the goals he continues to score prove that his career is far from over. Karim Benzema. Benzema was never just a finisher. He's the type of player who redefines the role of the central forward. While many number 9s focus solely on scoring goals, Benzema is renowned for his tactical intelligence and ability to create opportunities for his teammates. Think about how many times he dropped deep to build up the play, opening space for others to shine. His style is different, yet equally impressive when compared versus other traditional strikers. When it comes to achievements, Benzema has reached something few could imagine. He became the top French scorer in Real Madrid's history. This is not just a record, it's a testament to his consistency and dedication over the years. In a club with such a rich history, he stood out versus other icons who wore the famous merengue shirt. In his over 600 appearances for Real Madrid, Benzema proved himself to be a natural leader. He was essential in crucial moments, especially in the UEFA Champions League, where he scored goals that defined matches and titles. Who could forget his performances during the victorious 2021/2022 Champions League campaign? His hat tricks against PSG and Chelsea showed the world that he is not just a consistent player, but also an athlete who shines when the pressure is at its peak. In this aspect, his presence is unmatched versus many other great forwards. If there's one area where Benzema excels, it's in winning titles. A 5-time Champions League winner, he has accumulated trophies that few can match. And not just for the numbers, but for the impact he had in each of these campaigns. Comparisons versus other players like Lewandowski will always be intense when discussing team achievements. If you've made it this far, you've already felt the weight of Karim Benzema's incredible history and career, haven't you? But I want to know, what do you think? Does this trajectory place Benzema among the greatest of all time? Leave your opinion in the comments, and let's discuss it. Benzema isn't just about titles, but also about numbers. With over 400 goals in his career, he has proven to be one of the most prolific strikers of his generation. However, the most impressive thing is not just the number of goals, but their quality. He has scored in finals, in El Clásicos, and in decisive moments. His technical style, which combines precision and composure, puts him on a unique level versus other great number 9s. Benzema's journey with the French national team also deserves mention. Although he faced ups and downs, his return in 2021 was proof of his resilience. He scored important goals and showed that his absence in previous years did not erase his talent. His performance at Euro 2020 was spectacular, adding more arguments to the comparison versus Lewandowski on the international stage. Finally, what makes Benzema such a special player? It's the combination of talent, intelligence, and his ability to put the team above himself, something few players can achieve. He's the player who can change the course of a match, whether by scoring, assisting, or simply creating space. Are you enjoying this detailed analysis of football legends? Then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any content like this, and we'll continue to follow all the comparisons. Click the subscribe button and join this passionate football community. After exploring the achievements of Robert Lewandowski and Karim Benzema, it's clear that both have defined an era as the greatest number 9s in world football. Lewandowski impresses with his incredible consistency and overwhelming numbers, while Benzema stands out for his ability to shine in the most crucial moments, combining tactical intelligence with memorable titles. In my opinion, the balance between technical skill and impact in decisive matches puts Karim Benzema a step ahead. However, this doesn't take away the brilliance of the goal-scoring machine that is Robert Lewandowski. Now I want to hear from you. Who is the greatest number 9 of the last 10 years? Share your opinion, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments.